Welcome back to Knitting Nicely. I'm Danielle Chauvet, your knitting coach. Today we're going to learn how to do the C4pR. Please check out my description below to find out how to contact me and for a link for some fun knitting patterns. Okay, so this is how we do the C4pR. C4pR is a traveling cable. The C stands for cable. That's this little thing right here going across our reverse stockinette background. And the 4 stands for we're going to be using 4 stitches. These 4 stitches. The P stands for basically we're traveling it, which means we're going to purl these stitches after we move them over to here. And then the R stands for right, because we're moving the stitches to the right. So first I'm going to show you how to do it with a cable needle. You can use whatever cable needle you prefer. So first we're going to do this little 4-stitch garter stitch border. 3, 4. Then I've got my reverse stockinette background, and I'm only going to do 2 stitches because these are the 4 stitches I'm going to be using for my traveling cable. So I only have 2 stitches to do in reverse stockinette. So I've got 2 purls, and then I'm going to use my cable needle. Now for a right moving cable, we need to move our working yarn to the front to get it out of the way. Then we're going to slip the 2 first stitches onto your cable needle and off of your left hand needle. And you're going to hold them in the back. Okay, and then you're going to knit the next 2 stitches. These are the stitches we're moving to the right. So we're going to knit those 2. And then we need to move these 2 stitches back onto our left hand needle so that we can purl them. That's what the P stands for, is purl. Okay, so we move those over to there. Now we need to purl those 2 stitches for our reverse stockinette background. And then we'll just finish out that row in reverse stockinette. And then of course our little garter stitch border. And then I do a slip stitch at the end so I can have this nice little braid on the edge. That's how you do a C4pR with a cable needle. And now I'm going to show you how to do it without a cable needle. Okay, so now we're ready to do our C4pR without a cable needle. So I've already done the first few stitches in my row, I've got my garter stitches done, I've got my reverse cable, and I'm ready to work the 4 stitches of my traveling cable. So the first thing I'm going to do is remember that I'm moving these 2 stitches to the right, which means I need to take my right needle and put it through those 2 stitches. And then I'm going to pinch all 4 stitches with my right hand as I move my left needle out of those 4 stitches. Then I'm going to quickly slip my left hand needle back in to the back 2 stitches and pull those 2 stitches over the top, and then slip them back onto my left hand needle. Now all of my stitches are in the right places and I can just go through them. So the first 2 stitches I need to knit, since that's my traveling cable. That's 1, 2 knit stitches. And then these 2 stitches I need to purl because it's a C4pR, and that P is for purl. So I need to move my working yarn to the front and then purl those 2 stitches. And then just work across the rest of my row with my reverse stockinette. And then my garter stitch edge and a slip stitch on the edge for the nice little braid. All right, so that's how you do a C4pR with and without a cable needle. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to be notified when new videos are available, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Happy knitting!